Morning everyone, I hope everyone's enjoying their Saturday. I'm just on my way to go and visit some family, but I've just stopped off in my local park. Just because I suppose I was in a lot of traffic and I just thought, you know what, I'll have a little break, if you like. And then I thought I'll do some videos as well. I've not done any videos outside for a while because of the weather. Hopefully it's not too noisy. I'm trying to keep my sound up, but I know there's lots of birds and ducks and everything. Anyway, I've decided I'm going to do a few book reviews because I've done them previously, but I've really started to get back into reading my books and stuff. So this was one that I picked up from the library, which is called An Introduction to Phobias. Now, I have a niece, I won't mention her name, but I will be tagging her into this video, who has got a real extreme phobia of spiders. And one of the things I wanted to do first of all was to just read something from this book really, and that says that many people with phobias can't remember a specific frightening incident that triggered their fear, and they don't think they learn the fear from anyone else. These people may never know how their phobia started, but you don't have to know the exact reason, cause of the phobia for you to get rid of it. So that's really important, because I think a lot of people walk around and they'll say things like, I've got this fear of heights, or I've got this fear of flying, or whatever the fear is, and then they say, the reason I've got it is because when I was younger my mum did this, or the reason I've got it is because of all these pictures, whatever the reason, and then that sort of tells their mind, or tells themselves, that they're never going to get rid of it because the trigger was, it's happened. And that's not the case, because phobias are usually they're fear-based, because if you've got a phobia of something like a particular type of food, or if you've got a phobia of things which can't actually hurt you, that can't kill you, they're not actually things where the fear is rational, but that's also another point. Phobias can sometimes be irrational, but they're nonetheless have an impact on people's lives. So what I want to do is to share this simple exercise, and this is for you, my niece. I was about to say her name, I realised, because you've got a fear of spiders. And this is just a quick exercise, which I thought was really good actually, for people who have got this fear. So let me just go to the right page. So if you've got a fear of spiders, this is what it tells you to do really. It tells you to do this in steps. And I've seen this done as well. I'm sure I've seen programs where they've actually used this method. It's called kind of cognitive behavioural therapy based, but here you go. So the first thing is for you to get used to looking at cartoon pictures of spiders. So the reason they're asking you to look at cartoon pictures is because anything that's like in that sort of graphic cartoon images are not going to be as extreme as like a photo of a real spider. So that's where you would start. Then you would look at a photograph of a spider, so that's the next step. And all of these might take a long time to do. They're not putting any time limits on it. This is just about you understanding. These are some steps you can go through to try and get rid of your phobia. And you can do this with a professional, with a therapist obviously, but you can also do this by yourself. This is just steps here. Step 3 is playing with a plastic spider. And I really like the idea of this because you know deep down plastic spider isn't the same as a real spider, but also for people with really extreme phobias where they can't even look at pictures of spiders, holding like a pretend one, a toy spider, is a really good start, because it's almost getting you used to the fact that, okay, this is a plastic spider, but it's a spider nonetheless. Walking through your garden. So that is an exercise where you're walking through the garden, and maybe, it hasn't said this, but maybe it's saying to look down at the floor, you know, and not having a fear of, oh, I might bump into a spider, I might see a spider. And this is something, people with phobias often avoid their phobia. So if you've got fear of birds, maybe they don't go like to the park like I am or whatever. Now, that only increases your phobia even more. So this is saying, if you walk through the garden and you're just walking through anyway, but if you do see spiders, it's not going to be a big deal. The next thing is for you to actually look under your furniture and look in all the corners for spiders. So I really like this because it's pushing you to your limits. It's saying, first of all, you've played with a plastic spider, then you've walked through the garden without fear of seeing a spider. Now you're actively seeking the spider out. Now you will have raised levels of anxiety when you're doing this, that's obvious, because you've been avoiding spiders for how long? So it's going actually looking all the corners for one. But what it's trying to help you do is to, first of all, prepare yourself if there is a spider there. But second of all, it's giving you that power back. You know, even if I do see one, you know, I'm ready for it this time. Then the next step would be to, you can probably ask someone to do this for you, or if you're brave enough, for you to put a small spider in a jar. So if you do, when you do see one, and then to just look at it. So instead of just putting that jar, you know, sometimes people with phobias of spiders, I'm sure my niece does this, they don't want to look at the spider, they want someone else to deal with it, they don't want to even see it. So if you get someone to put this in a jar, then what you would do is encourage yourself, before you put it outside gently, to just look at the spider in the jar, because you know it's safely in that jar. The next step is to watch a spider crawl across the table. So it's not coming anywhere near you, it's not on your hand or knee, but it's still crawling across, so it's free. That's the difference between it being in a jar. Watch a spider crawl along someone else's hand. So that's probably this. I mean, obviously these are all steps. There's 10 steps here, so you're not going to just get to that step. It might take you ages before you can actually see a spider on flesh. That's a difficult one because it's not on you, but it's still on a person. The 9th step is to catch a spider in a glass. So what they're saying there is, with the jar, you put it in the jar, you put the lid on the jar, and there's that level of it can't come near it. In a glass, there's a possibility of it escaping, but also you're having to use the glass to trap the spider in, so it's more contact, it's more negotiation. And the final step is to have the spider crawling on your hand. Now, I'm saying to my niece that obviously you might not get to this level. I have spoken to you previously about maybe having some sort of therapy, not with me because you're family, but maybe with someone else. But I really like these 10 steps because they just go through, you know, quick, simple steps that might take you ages, so no, it's not about time. You might not do all this in a day, a week, a month, but it's just giving you a good example of how you can look at treating your phobia. So thank you for watching, and I hope you found this useful. I just found this book really, really helpful. As I said, it's called An Introduction to Coping with Phobias. Thank you for watching. Enjoy